You are hollowed. You've had this for years and never thought to mention it. Eris runs her fingers over the grime-clouded containment glass housing a large growth of Egregore within the Drifter's derelict. Wasn't hiding it. Drifter rolls Eris's arm-cara bone over his knuckles. Ain't nobody ever asked. Hell, you've walked by it before, Moondust. What wonder you must have buried in this heap, Eris muses. The emerald shine of her eyes dart back and forth behind a cloth. I could. Drifter saunters up beside her. Give you a tour. We haven't the time. Tell me, what have you learned from the Egregore sample? Drifter wrinkles his face and looks up to the massive containment growth. Eris massages annoyance from her brow. She sees the playful coyness in his eyes, the hidden information he holds as a bargain for some trade. Do you at least remember where you found it? Sister, you don't want to know. Eris locks her eyes on the Drifter's face. He staggers back awkwardly and shrugs. I see little nothing in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't have a name and you don't want to go there alone. But you could take me. Eris tests his defenses. Drifter brushes off the mottled fur off his shoulder guards and leans against a poorly fastened railing. Only if you take your jump ship and I drive. Eris sighs and pushes through him. No. Drifter springs after her. So that's it? You're leaving? You're being evasive, rat. Eris plucks her arm-cara bone from his hand and stows it beneath her cloak. Contact me when you're willing to speak plainly. Drifter calls after her, hand outstretched. You don't want to stay for dinner? Eris halts. Considering what disgusting amalgamation of refuse would constitute a meal here. She glances over her shoulder, one last attempt to extract information. It is strange. When Savathun drew Mars back into our space, it was free of the Egregore, but the Glycan and Leviathan both returned rampant with fungal growth. Why? She asks. He gives in. You know, it sings if you burn it just right. Drifter thumbs behind him. Subsonic resonates in a funny way with pyramid tech. Is that so? You don't trust me? So from this little piece of lore, we now know that Eris has been going to the Drifter to basically let him study the Egregore and to get any new piece of information she can from him. And we might get to hear more about the Drifter in the story, who knows. And that's it for this lore video.